Hi, Dr. Flynn. Good evening. This week we are assigned to read the chapters 9 through 12 of designing the user interface. At a high level, from these chapters, these all chapters point out the major issues at various levels that we see in different domains, and how the design approach taken by a developer could make a difference, and how these issues can be addressed, and what is the criteria a developer or a designer should actually keep in mind. All these chapters are a good exercise for understanding the issues that are in the modern day world. So, I mean, like we as humans have been constantly looking to make our lives better each day, and in using technologies. And then one such aspect that has emerged uh, is the speech technology. And the author presents the necessity of making better design and the obstacles that it currently has, and how the application how we can make it better by good design process. And in this chapter, he also talks about the various speech technologies that we currently are in use, which is the store and replay, dictation, hands-free interaction with devices. Translation, I think, is the one good service of that I can think of, which has brought our world together, and it has been doing some excellent job. Though we have seen constantly that the translation is not exact, but still, I think that's a good service that has been a modern. That's a good usage for our latest technologies. And some of the issues that we see from this are mostly the discoverability and learnability using speech technology, because the people using it need to know exactly what specific. This is on page 280, and the author speaks specifically about how much amount of prior knowledge the user will need to have, and it's before using it. And he also talks about on page 281 the various opportunities, obstacles of this technology, and privacy. This latest technologies on like Cortana, Google, Siri, I think they all are doing an amazing job. But at the same time, there is a concern of the privacy, and that has been a big issue over in the past few months. Uh, and this technology has been doing well uh, only because they have narrowed down the scope of where the intended usage is. And in chapter 10, I think we learn about how the input devices play an important role. The color, the size of the display has been going down each day because of the mobility, because of the growth in mobile usage. And designers will have to make a adjustment accordingly. And I believe the Fitts law that we have learned was an excellent article. I mean, prior to this reading, I wasn't aware of this, and it primarily tells how the movement is dependent on the distance and as well as the size of the target, which is excellent principle for that all the web designers should be following. And the common observations we see with usability issues on a daily website is much evident, like the color of the fonts that they use, the size, the positioning of the controls, and then how these speech recognition tools work. All of these have been playing an important role. And the takeaway from these chapters that I have is like it made me aware of the current issues in the field of speech recognition, and it gave me a good understanding of the nuances and of what goes to make a good designer, and how their perspective should be, and what are the various constraints one should be thinking about, with the focus being on universal usability, where mobile is the way to go in the future. All right, thank you for this opportunity today. Have a good one.